Hello and welcome. Live from Channels Television's global headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria, watching Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwe, and today our focus will be on the North Central. But before we get into that, let's have a look at our top stories making rounds at the moment. We begin with some story as there is a new twist to the political crisis in Rivers State as members of the State House of Assembly began an impeachment proceeding against Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Odu. This occurred during plenary presided over by the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amewele, on Thursday, 8th January 2026.
The Rivers State House of Assembly have just finished sitting here, and today they commenced proceedings, impeachment proceedings against the state governor Siminalayi Fubara. Now, during the sitting today, the majority leader of the House, Honorable Major Jack, brought in writing a notice of allegations of gross misconduct signed by every member of the Assembly against the governor and presented it to the Speaker. 7 items there, including a seizure of the funds meant for the running of the Assembly and the Assembly Service Commission, a destruction of the Assembly building, flouting the Supreme Court judgment on the financial autonomy of the Assembly, among others. Not long after, the Deputy Majority Leader, Honorable Linda Stewart, also brought a letter of notice of allegations of gross misconduct, this time against the Deputy Governor, with very similar allegations. So the Assembly have started impeachment proceedings relying on Section 188 against the Governor and his Deputy. It did not end there. Not long after again, the Deputy Speaker brought a notice to decline assent to the medium-term expenditure framework until the allegations raised against the governor and his deputy are investigated. Now, in his own speech and intervention, the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Martin Amewele, referred to the governor as a mistake and said he was a threat to democracy, and that this time around, the Assembly would not stop until they get the job done. What is this job? Apparently, they are out to impeach and remove the governor from his office. Remember, this is what started and led to the declaration of a state of emergency. It is happening again. From the Rivers State House of Assembly quarters, Port Harcourt, Charles Oporum, Channels Television News.
We begin in Plateau State, where troops of 3 Division Joint Task Force Operation Enduring Peace have raided a kidnappers' hideout in Plateau State, neutralizing suspects and recovering weapons in a swift operation based on credible intelligence. The raid, conducted on Tuesday, January 6, 2026, targeted a location near Lantom village in the Kadarko district of Wase local government area, in a move aimed at disrupting kidnapping and armed robbery activities in the region. In a statement, Captain Joshua Atu John, Acting Military Information Officer of the JTF Operation Enduring Peace, confirmed that 4 suspects were initially arrested, while weapons, including a fabricated rifle, an axe, and a machete, were recovered. He notes that the arrested suspects later cooperated with troops by revealing the location of a hidden cache of arms and ammunition in the outskirts of Kadarko. From Plateau, we head over to Kwara State, where the state's Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak has flagged off the e-registration and revalidation of membership for the All Progressives Congress in the state. Governor Abdulrazak, who was documented as the first registrant of the party in the state, said the exercise is designed to strengthen the party and ensure accurate membership tally for planning.
The electronic registration of the All Progressives Congress party members in Kwara State is meant to ascertain the exact number of members in the state and encourage more members. The state coordinator of the exercise explains the modalities to members, including the state governor and other political office holders.
For we to harness these numbers and have accurate figure, unlike the previous registration, the party has deemed it fit that we digitalize all registration exercise. You don't need to disturb yourself writing with Bible and paper. Just meet the agent in your ward. He or she will register you under 2 minutes without wasting your time. If it exceeds 2 minutes, I am sure it will not exceed 3 minutes to fully register you as a party member.
Deputy Chief of Staff Bukola Babalola asks all party stakeholders to support the exercise, which he believes is the only way to make it successful.
We are laying a foundation to the coming 2027 election. We need to be prepared. We need to prepare more than we've been doing it. The importance of electronic registration is to afford our people everywhere in all nooks and corners of our local government and world respectively to make sure they are being captured to participate in the coming election. It is important for us to do this. There are 36 states in Nigeria, 774 local governments, and we have 874 polling stations. 99.6 million voters registered in the last election. What are we going to do better in this coming election? That's what brought about today's meeting.
Governor Abdul Razak, who is documented as the first registrant of the party in the state, reminds members that they need their national identity number to be onboarded as members of the party. He also reiterates that everyone who wishes to register as a member of the party should be accommodated.
It's truly important that we should be able to develop a system where we know all our members and we can easily reach all our members. True members, not fake members. Now, for those who have been tasked with this exercise, don't exclude anyone. We need all the members we can get. So make sure you register, not just our members, you go out and canvass for new members. This is an opportunity to canvass new members. You've seen all the work that's been done from the federal level to state and local government. Use that to market the party, to make sure that we expand from where we used to be before.
Immediately after the exercise, the governor and some of his aides pay a visit to the palace of the Emir of Ilorin, Ibrahim Sulu Gambari, to receive royal blessings for the exercise.
Now, Nigerian students have been urged to shun drug abuse and other social vices in order to grow into responsible future leaders. This call was made at a public lecture organized by the Students' Wing of the Coalition of Northern Groups in Minna, Niger State. The lecture themed Building Responsible Student Leadership, Combating Drug Abuse, Thuggery and Hate Speech, and Campus Disunity Through Positive Values and Mentorship was organized by the Students' Wing of the Coalition of Northern Groups, Niger State Chapter.
Concern over rising drug abuse and social vices in Nigerian campuses takes center stage in Minna, the Niger State capital, as students, academics, and security agencies converge for a one-day public lecture on combating drug abuse, thuggery, hate speech, and campus disunity through positive values and mentorship. The event was organized by the Students' Wing of the Coalition of Northern Groups, Niger State Chapter.
We are here in Minna because we believe that there are so many on and offs that are bedeviling the progress of our region. We are here in Minna so that at least we'll conscientize the students. We'll tell them what they're supposed to do and we give them what the history has for this country, because we believe that campuses are not only meant for learning, but they are the recruitment ground where future leaders are being recruited in this country.
This lecture serves as an avenue to inspire self-reflection among students, strengthen their moral courage, and remind them that campuses are not just centers of learning, but training grounds for future leaders of this nation.
We also ensured, that we provided them with capacity building, both within the country and outside the country. A number of times, we have supported them or sponsored them to Obasanjo Leadership Center, where they were trained, on how to become effective and, responsible, student leaders. And sometimes some of those trainings do take place outside the country. At one time, I think it was in India. At another time, it was in Rwanda. We ensured that all such fora, that were, meant for, if you like, building the character, of the leadership of our student unions, the university management ensure that we supported them.
It's believed that negative behavior among students is often influenced by the level of drug use and abuse by Nigerian students. NDLEA records say 50% of university students, both on and off campus, are involved in drug abuse, a situation that has prompted increased raids around university environments.
Current studies indicate that about 50% of students are involved in drug use. And I also gave a global context that a report by the UNODC indicates that the global prevalence stands at about 5.6%. While the Nigerian context is estimated to be about 14.4%, then in Nigeria is 14.4%, and North Central Nigeria is also estimated to be 10%. So among the control strategies we also proposed here today are primary prevention strategies.
As stakeholders intensify calls for mentorship, moral values, and responsible leadership, participants say addressing drug abuse on campuses remains critical to securing the future of Nigeria's next generation of leaders.
You're watching Newsroom series live on Channels Television. Still ahead, the Benue State government works closely with Francesca Ordega for grassroots sports developments. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. The Benue State government has pledged to work with Nigerian international Francesca Ordega to review grassroots sports development with a view to addressing the quality of young players moving up the national team. The Commissioner for Youth, Sports and Creativity, Mr. Tiza Mojene, disclosed this at the finals of the 2 days Francesco Ordego Grassroots Female Talent Hunt and Football Clinic at the Makati Stadium, Makurdi.
Over 100 female football players participating in the Francesca Ordega Football Clinic in collaboration with the Benue State government targeting female players ages 14 to 18, as well as local coaches, opens in Makurdi, the Benue State capital.
So I used the stat earlier today in an interview.
The duo of Benue-born Super Falcon player Francesca Ordega and Ashley Prompter stormed the Makati Stadium in Makurdi as the morning session begins, with the aim of equipping them with modern football techniques, tactical awareness and professional insights drawn from top-level experience. Local coaches are not left out from the football clinic, as some coaches from Al Ittihad FC in Saudi Arabia, who accompanied Ordega and Ashley, engaged them.
So it's a real game situations. It's bigger in space.
After the session, a participant along with a facilitator speak on the insights gained.
What I have today, it has made me improve in what I have before. I have known that there are stages to guide a player to improve in his game. Then when we're in the field, they taught us how to maybe make a fun game from progression from there to another place. At least I've learned more. So it's a very great privilege to be among the coaches today.
So we need to understand that we are there for the players to be more than a coach. You are essentially a teacher, a friend, a parent at times, but you also need to understand how to protect them and how to keep them safe while performing your drills and trying to relay the information that you want.
Attention then shifts to the finals at McCarthy Stadium, Charity Academy Boko, where Odega began her career from fights for glory against another Boko-based club.
Commissioner of Sports.
The girls from Charity Academy Boko, adorned in pink jerseys, gave account of themselves as they win the competition, calling for the state government's interest in grassroots sports.
Oh, now Charity! And here's Charity! Invited! Ladies and gentlemen!
We as a player, we are hoping to play to reach the level that Francisco Odega has reached. We are hoping to be like her in future. We want the government to help us, also to support us so that the female team can grow forward in future, so that also our families, wherever they are, so that they can be proud of us.
You see, I have always said it, abandonment of grassroots sports, it will be a problem to Nigeria, most especially football. Because if you don't pick the younger ones at this level, you will not be able to, they will not be able to replace the aged ones. And so what is happening here is a very good thing, that the ministry is so happy and we are going to partner with Francisco Odega.
Overjoyed by the outcome with talents discovered, both Odega and Ashley commit to supporting them to go professional.
When I was growing up, when I started, there was no opportunities at all. You have to fight your way up, and now we have so many opportunities. And I'm one among the people who are willing to help them grow. And I want them to, the faith I pass through, I don't want them to pass the same struggles and hardship I passed through. So at least they have someone like me, so I should be able to enlighten them, to be able to show them the way, to pave the way for them to succeed in the future. So it's pretty mean giving back to the society.
I think for a lot of their families, they see it as more of a hobby rather than it be something they can make a living out of. And I did emphasize to them, like I always say, that football or sport is just as important as education. But like it's the same way, like even though there's a lot of emphasis on education being the most important thing, it goes to show that like Franny is obviously a prime example of this, where football has taken her to so many amazing heights. She's been to like most continents, she's played in most continents, she's had a career that's extended beyond many people that I've got to play alongside. So yeah, I've been able to see, especially being here, that there's a lot of players with a lot of potential in the future. And
the initiative leaves a lasting legacy with these players, inspiring the next generation of female footballers and accelerating grassroots development in the region.
The governor of Kogi State, Usman Ododo, and his immediate predecessor, Mr. Yahya Bello, have applauded the Dam Foundation for successfully hosting the Dam Foundation Basketball Championship, describing the initiative as a significant platform for youth empowerment, grassroots talent development, and social cohesion in Kogi Central. Speaking in Okene at the venue of the championship, which attracted massive public interest and blended competitive sports with entertainment and cultural expression, Governor Dodo reiterates his administration's commitment to youth empowerment.
Traditional rulers, captains of industries, top government officials, sports lovers, artists, indigenes of Okene are here to witness a Dam Basketball Championship. Earlier in the day, performances by Nigerian music stars drew large crowds. The tournament was conceived as a high-impact grassroots sports program aimed at identifying talents, fostering unity, and promoting community development through sports.
Today is not just the end of a tournament. It is a celebration of vision, unity, and the limitless potential of our dear people. The Dam Foundation was established with a clear purpose: to empower our people, create opportunity, and project the positive image of our people over the years. This vision has translated into real and measurable impact with youth and women empowerment program, skills acquisition, sport development, education support, and community-focused intervention.
Former Governor Yaya Bello commends the organizers, athletes, and residents of Kogi Central, noting that sustained collaboration between successive administrations has contributed to peace and stability in the state.
I thank God that I don't need to blow my trumpet. The governor does not need to blow his trumpet. His Royal Majesty does not need to blow his trumpet. We that are here today are witnesses to the great leap and advancement and development and achievement and successes from 2016 up till this moment. This is what we call IMAC. Seeing is believing.
Governor Usman Ododo announces a 50 million naira donation in support of the initiative, which he says aligns with his administration's focus on youth empowerment.
All the young to please make use of this asset, protect this asset, and of course, it will be of benefit to all of us. I'm going to support the duty with the sum of 50 million naira. We're going into the hands of Patrick Drive, goes up, Okene with 3 points.
Okene, the winning team, receives a cash prize of $15,000, one of the highest rewards for regional basketball competition in Kogi State, and a notable benchmark in Nigeria's local sports scene, while Okehi female team emerged as runner-up with $3,000.
Now, as conversations around mental health continue to gain momentum, a creative wellness initiative in Jos is helping residents manage stress and improve their emotional well-being. Through art, music, and movement, the Sip and Paint experience is offering a safe space for people to unwind, express themselves, and build resilience. Our correspondent Percy Dabang reports.
With colorful pen strokes, rhythmic drumming, and energetic dance steps, participants gather for the Sip and Paint Wellness Session, an initiative designed to help people release stress and connect with their creative side. The atmosphere is relaxed and interactive as participants, including children, explore painting, dancing, and drumming, using art as a form of therapeutic expression. The convener, Dr. Margaret Ojahere, says the goal is to provide a non-judgmental space where people from different backgrounds can decompress, reflect, and support their mental well-being.
People don't like to come to see psychologists or psychiatrists or seek therapy until they have broken down. So we are trying to prevent people from breaking down. We know that the rate of mental health challenges are increasing, and statistics show that 1 to 4 or 5 people in Nigeria have a form of mental health challenge. And rather than wait for it to happen, rather than wait for us to start treating, let us prevent it. And how can we do this? And this is what Sip and Paint is all about.
Participants describe the experience as refreshing and timely, adding that creativity helped them let go of tension and focus on self-care.
So far, it's been a good experience. I was here for the last edition, and so I think it was a good reminder, because after the first edition, I was practicing some of the things I learned, but as time goes on and things happen, you kind of forget and you get stressed out again and you don't take a break. And then this was a reminder, like, remember to breathe, remember to relax, remember to distress. And so it's been a very good experience so far.
My experience has been quite wonderful. I've learned a whole lot. First of all, I'm not the dancing type, but from this outing this evening, I was taught how to dance. It was quite exciting for me. For the very first time, I got to know that even if you do not know how to dance, you can be taught how to dance, and you could dance and dance very well. So I'm seriously excited, and it's a lovely outing for me.
As mental health advocacy continues to grow across the country, wellness initiatives like CPAM Pens are helping people embrace healthier ways of coping with pressure and reclaiming balance in their daily lives. Percy Dabami, Channels Television News.
And that's where we drop the anchor on this edition of Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.